Hello, Final Fantasy Randomizer community. Welcome to the last week, week 4, of the Shrug to Speed program. I am joined in the booth by my program co-founder, Sir Linklot. How you doing today, Link?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm excited. It's been a fun 4 weeks of 3 weeks of the program, and it's been a really nice turnout, and it's been a lot really good engagement, and it's been nice following along and seeing everybody improve and getting the feedback. So it's a little bittersweet. This is our last flag set, but I think we're going out on a pretty good flag set. We kind of crafted this up, and it's not made to be mean. Before you accuse us of it, this is not mean spirited at all. This is just kind of where the difficulty curve leads us all to. So,
Yeah, it was kind
hope
of funny
everybody.
because I was
Go
like,
ahead.
when we initially started, we were just like, we did the 3 weeks, and like, we can't really think of anything else. And then you were just like, I can come up with something. I was like, okay. And you came up with something. I'm just like, I mean, yeah, it works. People are
Yeah.
probably gonna think we're mean a little bit, but it works.
Oh yeah. No, I was like, hold my drink. I can come up with something. So without further ado, you've probably seen it on the screen here. We'll go over the flag sets real quick, and we'll talk about what to look out for. Thankfully, everybody's been following along pretty well and keeping up. So this week is Brown Box Shuffle again because everybody loves Brown Box Shuffle. Big highlight here: you are starting with Skycoin this week, friendos. To jump
Yep.
ahead a little bit to indicate what that means, Doom Castle shortcuts on. You are starting in go mode. So let's talk about that real quick. Let's unpack that message. What does a go mode start mean? It means you could literally at level 1 run up and do the boss rush up to Dark King if you so desired. What this flag set is meant to do is to test your knowledge of what you need to actually be ready to take on that gauntlet. There are no item requirements. It is just how comfortable you feel at your levels, how strong you feel like your companions are, and do you feel like you have the right equipment to take on that task. So this is your get comfy knowledge check seed.
Yep. This is the comfort slash confidence check. At this point,
Yeah,
we've given you all the information we possibly can. This is what are you gonna do with it now?
correct. So to throw a couple wrenches in that and make it interesting, all of the NPCs and battlefields are set to prioritize. You have a random starting weapon, brown box shuffle contents have been shuffled. You know, same old, nothing you haven't seen before. Enemy scaling for standard enemies is 50% to 100. Again, nothing new here. Boss scaling's been tweaked up a little bit. 75% to 125. So you can have an underpowered boss, you can have a vanilla powered boss, or you can have a little overtuned boss. Something to be prepared for. Randomizer has been set to balanced. Not balance expert, just balanced. So, a refresher on what balanced means. We randomize every attack but remove self destruct and multiply, and only Dark Castle's bosses can get Dark King attacks. So you might get bird with webs. It might happen. It will be very mean. I'm
Yep.
not sorry, but it's something that can happen.
Yep.
Randomizer
We can
groups is everybody. Mm-hmm. Progressive randomizer has been turned off, so you are you're getting thrown into the weeds. Resistance shuffle has been turned on. This is a very big thing to look out for here. So uh, let's go ahead. Do you want to talk about how to read the text box real quick?
Yeah, I mean, so as far as the text box, if we're looking at the game info, we'll take for the example this one. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
be Earth is on left side and air is on right side. Means whatever is either weak or resistant to Earth, that's changed to air now,
Mm-hmm.
and that is only for the enemy specifically. Your resistances based on your gear does not change.
Correct. Ben and the companions' resistances and weaknesses will never change, although the companions don't have any weaknesses. So you really only have to worry about enemies. And it's always left is the original, right is the new value. And the big things to look out for, especially when you're pre reading, because we give everybody 10 minutes to review the game info screen before a race. During those 10 minutes, the big things I like to focus on personally are the 4 elements. So earth, water, fire, and air. seeing what they shuffled into, because Dark King resists earth, water, and air. So it's always good to know what the fire element has shifted into, because Dark King will be susceptible to that, take full damage. And then if any of, especially uh, earth and maybe air have shuffled into, because if they've gone to other quote unquote elements like axe or bomb, that means Dark King can now take full damage from meteor or arrow. So good backups. And then holy, again, if you normally, or if you are used to lifing Rex, you need to pay attention to what holy's shifted into. In this case, it's bomb, because you won't be able to life kill Rex.
Another one to keep in mind, it's kind of not just for Dark King, but whatever air changed into is good to know for both Za and Hydra, because they're both susceptible to whatever air is. So if you get air changing to, say, fire, flare is going to hit them like a Mack truck like you're used to seeing on Snow Giant.
Fun fact, projectile rolled in the holy this flag set, so if I so desired, if I thought it was going to be expedient enough, I could get a partner up to level 42 or 43 and life Za to death. Like, just walk up to him, life, move on with my like, that's an option, but that's sometimes not quick. So something to keep in the back of your head, but not something to bank on in a race. In terms, go ahead.
Restreamer asking this Sunflash. This is a text file we have. It's not going to be on the stream.
So. Yeah, unfortunately. Now I will go ahead and show the game info screen, like the in-game version of this.
Yeah.
Give a quick demo when we do our demo run, since I don't really run those to be as fast as humanly possible. Anyways, it's more like educational. Enemy density set to 25% this week, so pickings are going to be sparse, but you're at a 3 times multiplier for XP scaling. So really, the battlefields are going to be your bread and butter, and any encounters you feel like taking in the windier region are going to be where you're going to get your comfort levels. Enemy positions have been shuffled, of course, and formations are set by region. So that's your hint that Overworld Shuffle's been turned on. So if Lava Dome lands, or, Volcano, when Volcano lands in Foresta, Volcano will be a safe place to travel, because there will only be Foresta region enemies in that location. Doom Castle set to boss rush, so no need to worry about standard castle. Shortcut is turned on. Tweak frustrating dungeons is on. This is all new stuff. Big thing to look out for here: Overworld Shuffle, like I talk about. Crush Shuffle's been turned on too. So make little mental notes of what crest is where. Remember, Mobius and Gemini are your most prolific crests. Libra, I think there's only 4 Libra tiles in the whole game.
Yeah, there's not that many Libras.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's 2 or 3 Libra warps. I think it's actually only 2.
Yeah,
because there's the one in Libra Temple, and then there's the one in
Life Temple. No.
Well,
4.
That goes to Life Temple.
Yeah, so
there's 4 there's 4 altogether, because you've got the Libra to Life, and then you have the Alive Forest.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking of like start and destination.
Yeah, and there's the Forest one in Spencer's. That's correct.
Yeah. But that one doesn't change. So Spencer's Cave doesn't get affected by Crest Shuffle, just FYI. So the Mobius Warp and the Libra Warp will never change in Spencer's Cave. You don't have to worry about that. In terms of companions, random starting companion, so you will never start a flag alone. All 4 are available, but their locations have been shuffled. So Phoebe could be hanging out with Ruben's mom. Tristan could be hanging out with Kaylee's mom. Phoebe could be in a cave somewhere. Ruben could just be, I don't know, in a temple. And then Kaylee's mom is set to be your turn-ins for your Tree Wither and your Elixir. In terms of the leveling, we're set to Quest Extended again. So we will have objectives. That is how you're going to level up your companions, but with a twist this week, we randomize the spell books. So you are going to need to check the game info screen before you go into your seeds that you generate to see who has rolled what spells. Link, would you like to give them the rundown of what our companions have and let chat guess who our picks are going to be for tonight?
I mean, how about we do that, since we're going to the game info screen anyways to do the resistances? Why don't we just show all that off while we're in the game?
Yeah, that sounds good. Like I mentioned before, leveling curve set to 3 times. I need to change the toggle for this. Well, hitting the toggle for display spoiler files is set to on for right now for me, but that's because I don't use it. Feel free to turn that off. It's not going to change anything else except for the hash. Shuffle battlefield rewards been turned on 1 through 5. Hint NPC has been turned on as well. 125 GP progressive. That means your first hint is going to cost 125 GP. Your next hint is going to cost 250, etc., etc. So incremental amounts of 125 GP per hint purchased. So that is this week's flag set.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and hide my browser capture and start my emulator. And I will be the runner today since I was the one who cooked this up. I'll suffer through my own creation.
I was like, you want to run? I'm like, nah, it's your flag set. It's your turn. Have fun.
So again, because I'm using MSE1, you're going to see a save file there. I actually haven't seen this seed before. It's just how the save file structure works when you rename your file to MSE1. All right. Want to go ahead and count me down?
Sure. Let's go ahead and get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All righty. So let's take a moment here and look at the game info screen. So right above save, you have game info. This is your resistance and weakness shuffle. Again, originals on the left, new values on the right. So Earth is the little yellow wavies. It has now been changed into a tornado, which indicates wind weakness. Blind is the brown skull with sunglasses. It's amazing what they did with how little sprites they have available here.
Yeah.
And then the little star, the little yellow star, is paralysis. That's not super intuitive based on the picture, but thankfully in the new player room, there is a reference guide to what image means what status. The white skull is instant death, which no enemies are weak to. So it's kind of like a dead status ailment. And then give me a couple seconds and it'll switch over. But this is what your companion quest information screen is going to look like in our spells. So Link, if you'd like to talk about the spells, and I'll just I'll scroll over as you go through them.
Yeah, so for Kaylee, we're sitting on, we've got at level 7, so she's going to, anything at level 7, your companions will start with. But, so Kaylee's going to be starting with Heal, Cure, and Fire. Once we get that first quest done, we're going to be getting Exit. When we get the second quest done, we're going to get White. As far as those quests, as we see, defeat Minotaur, so we need the Tree Wither for that. Clear a lot of battlefields. Visit the Chocobone Windia, which is locked behind Dragonclaw, and then save the Crystal of Wind, which also Dragonclaw. Tristram, we're looking at, we start with Cure. After we finish the first one, we get Heal and Thunder, and then after we finish second quest, we'll get Meteor. His quests are, as we can see, save the Crystal of Earth, pretty easy once we have a bomb and we know where it is. Defeat the Snow Crab, we just need access to Falls Basin. Visit the box in the Light Temple, we need one of the crests, who knows which one, and then defeat Dolahan, which again, for that one, we would need Dragonclaw for Dolahan. Then we should be moving on to Phoebe. So Phoebe isn't starting with anything. She will get all of her spells after the first one. She'll get Cure, Heal, and Thunder at level 15. For hers, we need to clear a specific battlefield. In this case, it's the Ice Pyramid battlefield. We need to save 2 crystals, collect 26 refreshers, and defeat Ghidra. When we do have Overworld Shuffle, the battlefield may not necessarily be where it's supposed to be. You will be able to tell which ones are the quest related because they will have the little exclamation mark on them as well.
Yeah, their sprite will change.
Yep. And then Ruben's our final one. We've got no spells again to start with, but we do get Cure, Heal, and Quake at level 15. We get Fire at 23, and then those quests, we've got defeat 2 mini-bosses, defeat Medusa, visit the mine with Ruben, and return to Fireburg, his standard quest. And then we need to save the Crystal of Fire. So, looking at the companions, I'm sure everybody's kind of looking and they'll be like, well, I know which ones I'm probably not picking and then potentially which 2 I might be picking. It's a pretty obvious who's bad and who's good on this one.
Correct. So, honestly, I'm probably just going to go ahead and make a swap now.
Assuming we have one? Yeah, depending. Okay, well, yeah.
The lesser of 2 evils.
Yeah, in this case, you know, like between Phoebe and Ruben, Ruben has the Morning Star. It's better. Like, it's just
Objectively, it just does more damage.
Objectively, it just does more damage. That's pretty much it. So we're just going to kind of be running through. You get some early refreshers. So Phoebe could pick it if you wanted to like farm those, and if you still had Phoebe, it would take a little bit of time, but you could get a level 15 Phoebe right away, which wouldn't necessarily be terrible with this. As everybody decides they just forgot how to hit with their weapons.
Yep.
Okay, well we start with we get jumbo bombs right away. That's good because, I mean, if we wanted to, we can clear this dungeon, which I'm sure that's probably what we're looking at doing now.
Yeah. I mean, I got jumbos, so the damage is here. Honestly, in 2 forms, I have big damage, so I could open up with big damage even at level 2 here. Woo!
Yeah, and the nice thing is, when we find Tristram, he'll already be level 15. We just need to get one more thing, which, is probably going to be defeat Snow Crab. Although Rex putting out the damage himself.
He's spicy.
Those bombs, though, they are doing the big damage here.
Yep, because Rex is weak to holy, and now he's weak to holy hand grenades.
Yes, we dipped the bombs in holy water, and now they are holy hand grenades, and absolutely destroying Rex.
Do some seed fishing here after this cutscene.
Very, very early first one. Let's see. Okay, we get heal, so nothing crazy yet. Getting the jumbo bombs again. That's nice to have right away, especially when you're looking at dungeon shuffle. Starting off with like claw and bomb is just incredibly helpful, just because of the fact that there's so much locked behind bombs and claws. So now that you have that, Dragon Claw is kind of the big one that could be locking things, but doesn't lock a whole lot by itself, and then make grenades as well.
Correct. And I also have to keep in mind that NPCs are set to prioritize, so I do have to remember that companion quests are available. So if I find Tristram, bringing him back here to Bone Dungeon, if I don't have what I want, could be an option.
And again, this is going to be something like, said when you're doing the race, you get to see 10 minutes beforehand, so you can look at the game info screen, you can kind of have a plan, and then realistically what you want to be thinking about is, what do I need to start that boss rush? Because like I said, there's nothing stopping Hebbing from, I'm going to go to Doom Castle at level 3 and level 7 and probably end up leaving right away. But there's nothing stopping him from doing that. So it's that idea that it's like, what level do you feel comfortable going in? What gear are you looking for? What spells are you hoping to find? And if you don't find it, when do you decide, like, hey, you know what? I'm not getting what I need or what I want. I think I have enough. I'm just gonna give it the good try.
With Doom Castle Shrug, can progression be an Aegis? I don't remember if it's been blacklisted on all flag sets by Ham to prevent that kind of scenario. That might be a Ham question, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know there can still be a red box there. I don't know if it can necessarily be progression. I think it might have to be spells, but yeah, I'm not sure. So here we are in Windia. GP for Charm. We're probably not buying that.
Nope.
It's a big old waste of money.
What's the hint? I don't have enough cash to check it. You'll see me check in a second.
I know there was a money battlefield. There was a money battlefield like right outside.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't know who it is, so it could be bad, it could be good, but there could be money there.
Yep. And I'm just going to do a couple crest check real quick.
Yep, couple boxes, couple crests. Yeah, this is something when you see crest shuffle, you do want to try, if you're in the area, take the little bit of time to check it that way, especially when expert logic is on. Because it could very well be that's your way somewhere else. And if you don't check it, then you have to go back and start checking. And the amount of time it takes to check the crest when you're already there compared to, hey, surprise volcano. compared to having to go back to an area is significant, especially when you're looking at a race setting.
Correct. And so you'll see in a second, I make the decision to go Winter Cave before Volcano, just because I like the layout of Winter Cave a little better in terms of its check density. I think it's about the same amount of checks, but it's just a little nicer, a little more nicely packed together in Winter Cave.
Yep.
Not getting friendly checks though.
I mean, we got the Apollo helmet to start with at least, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Get some resistances. Again, it's like when you're looking at this like immediate go mode or very quick go mode, like finding high level equipment right away is, you're not gonna say no to.
Correct. And I think before I go into Volcano, I will go ahead and go get me some shopping money, because I still don't have regional access to any other location. So I think my regional access is locked into Volcano. So let's get, or could be in P Tower. The P Tower is a whole other beast. We want to talk about that while I'm doing these battlefields.
Yeah.
With,
so
internal shuffle.
Yeah. So Pazuzu Tower is already kind of a pain to get through on a regular day. When you introduce dungeon shuffle, P Tower becomes a whole other beast because it goes from being a relative maze to an absolute maze. The staircases are still there. There's a lot of staircases and connections that you kind of have to, if your memory isn't great, you're potentially taking notes on which floors go where. You kind of want to be checking off the floors as you're checking. Be like, hey, I've been to 5th floor. I've done this. I've done that. I've checked all the boxes. Then the biggest thing is remembering how to get out of P Tower. That's the biggest one. Especially if you have exit, who cares if you get lost? You can leave. Otherwise, you need to know how to get out.
Same thing here with Volcano, especially when you open up into a split, like you probably just saw me do, where you can either go north route or south route. To go through Volcano, you have to remember, it's like, did I go north or did I go south? And then just kind of make a mental note. This is where this put me.
Yeah, that's kind of how internal shuffle works. You just kind of have to like mentally check off, you've been to this map through this location when you're looking at ones that have multiple branching paths. Another kind of big one that has a lot of multiple branching paths, if you want to know, it's like, hey, I'm going to a dead end that I don't even need, would be like Ice Pyramid would be a big one.
Yep, and then Lava Dome is the door nexus.
Yes, that would be another one.
And it was so large, in fact, that Ham had to segregate it off into 2 distinct sections. You can't, if you pay close attention, Alive Forest and Lava Dome have been tweaked to where like the drop down before you get to the treasury's been removed, so you can't like slip into the other half of the dungeon accidentally. It's soft lock prevention. Same thing with Alive Forest. An extra tree has been planted on the arrow on the entrance, so that way if you warp in, you don't get trapped on a continent.
Yeah, we want you to enjoy the game, not get soft locked out.
Yeah. After we found most of the soft locks, turns out Max ship that was the whole thing.
Yeah, Max ship. Yeah.
A lot of the drop down vines in and Giant Tree, those were a nightmare to work around as well. So if you're ever like, why is this vine missing in Dungeon Internal Shuffle? That is why.
Yep.
Because drop downs are a huge headache to plan logic around.
I'm pretty sure that's also why, like, who knows? We may see it, we may not, but like, going Pazuzu doesn't actually take you up the elevator to the 7th floor anymore. You have to clear Pazuzu and then just Dragon Claw yourself over.
Okay, good. I got lucky there. I was hoping to find the 3rd floor ledge, and I was like, let me just find that, so I don't have to hook over to it.
Getting a little kind of. This
Yep.
is being very slow. This must be mute. Okay. Yeah, let me restart the stream.
So whenever it decides to catch up, I did find myself a pokey stick.
I
So
see that.
pyramids on the
I
table
got
now.
the other stream. I just know that's behind. Discord streaming is not being very happy. There we go. Okay, it's back. It was.
They're coming for me.
Like, don't you know we're trying to do this? All right, so we got a couple Poke Sticks, and the big one's the Sun Coin. So that is going to get us. We do have more access to other areas now. So especially like in E-Tower, this is the big one when you find, because it's such a maze, and there's so many potential locks with just not having Dragon Claw. It's kind of one of those you found potentially more than likely what your logical progression is. It's just like kind of make that decision. Do I want to keep going? Do I want to leave? Do I want to just check a couple entrances near that are close to like the entrance before I just decide to dip out? Kind of one of those you kind of have to feel it out for yourself. You know, just use the feeling, be like, you know what, I think that's my progression. I don't think there's anything else here in P-Tower that's really important to me right now. I'm just gonna leave, or maybe not.
I wanted to, so I have not seen third floor yet. Once I see third floor, then I can dip out. I actually saw 6 as well. So getting to see floor 6, third floor is the only floor I haven't seen. After I see third floor, I can basically like write that off as a full clear. And hey, rewarded for my persistence, Gaia armor. That's huge.
Yeah, another big armor to start with.
Thankfully, I'm taking note that left side staircase is okay. I can leave now. That left side staircase is where I came out. That's how I'm going to leave P Tower.
Yep.
Yeah, having done everything shuffle, internal shuffle is like almost a little cute. P Tower is the only one that still throws me a little bit, but still, it's like you have to learn those little like, all right, how did I get here? I went from here to here, and then here to here.
Yep, just because there's so many options in P Tower. Like we talk about how Lava Dome has the central area where that's got like 5 different areas, and you just kind of have to remember which doors you went. Whereas that's all of P Tower is just remembering everything.
Yep.
Most floors have like 3 to 4 different ones.
Mm-hmm. And I'm making a check here in Doom Castle first floor just to check that Aegis Shield chest. It also lets me peek the Sun Coin staircase chest. So I know both of those are brown boxes, which means I don't have to make that dive.
Another nice thing about doing that check as well, it lets you check to see if there are any enemy formations nearby zoning in. That way, like if you're looking at, hey, I have the offense I want, I have the armor I want, I have everything I want except levels. If you see like the pack of ninjas right there, it's like, I'm just going to go grind at the pack of ninjas right at the very beginning.
This is an awful formation. It's an awful battlefield.
Yep.
But I'm going to take it anyways.
I'll argue this is my least favorite battlefield of them all.
Yes, it is. But I've got the damage with Excalibur, so I might as well. It'll get me levels. And as so long as I keep rolling misspelled Ifrits, I should be able to get through it. I don't know what the Stenos are packing yet, but I know it's probably nothing nice.
Hopefully we don't see them.
Yeah. Let's go 3 for 3. Game
sure.
3 for 3 Ifrits.
Please?
Yeah, 3 for 3.
Please, thanks. Okay.
And again, you'll see it in a second. The Gaia armor's doing work there. They rolled water attacks, and since I have water resistance, I didn't die right away.
It is very helpful.
My accuracy has been fantastic today, let me tell you. Bit of a gamble.
You got that bad luck with accuracy early, so the game feels bad now.
Yeah.
Where's Lava Dome?
Sure.
All right, we got Fireberg. Saw another battlefield as well. All right, so Tree Wither's locking multiple things.
Yes, it is. Getting Meteor would be huge, and that's why I was like, I'll take that hint. I don't need that. That's a dud check.
Of course, it's like, hey, I found another companion location. It's like, Phoebe, never mind. I did not find a companion location.
I found nothing.
It's like Captain's Cap. Yeah, it's like normally you'd be like, cool, I'll pay $500 for Captain's Cap. In this case, Captain's Cap is absolutely worthless.
Yeah, Cap, T-Rock, both
Well,
kind of dud checks.
T-Rock, maybe not. There is a chance there is stuff behind T-Rock. A little bit.
Yeah.
So not as much as, like Captain's Cap is 100% just a garbage check. You don't need it to check ship whatsoever.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
right now,
Go ahead.
I want to say my go mode, my personal go mode for this is getting a companion that could do damage. So either Tristram or Kaylee up to 23 at least, preferably 34, and then getting myself up to roughly about 18 with some offense and defense. Hey.
Yeah, Excalibur is nice and all, but you don't want to be swinging that against bosses.
Correct. What did
Silver
Axe
coin.
roll into?
Ooh, False Basin. Well, about that offense.
Hey, I looked at that and I was like, that is one of my 2 viable options.
About that offense on a companion. So yeah, now we just need to find wherever Tristram is, which, since we have it just shuffled, we've already seen Fireberg, we've seen Libra Temple, which means Tristram has to be hanging out either... him and Kaylee have either switched locations, or they're at their vanilla location.
And this is why I save.
Oof. Yeah. Crab said no thank you.
Yeah, he was not having it.
He's like, I know who the actual threat is. It's not you. You might have the bombs, but he has the life spell. You are the
And he's
threat.
also got a bunch of HP. Yeah, he's got Waterfall. This is a no for right now until I have offense. Unfortunate, but this is why offense is such a strong motivator for us as runners of the game.
Yep, and this is why, especially before, like, mini bosses, before battlefields, especially when you have a world shuffle on, it is, and especially with Randomizer, like 100% with Randomizer, is ensuring that you make those safety saves. So it's not like, oh crap, I can't get through this fight. I need to give up and then find out, oh, I lost 20 minutes of progress all of a sudden.
Right. This is also a bit of a dangerous dive, but it's so dense I'm willing to like kind of check it real quick. It's not the end of the world, but it is a little sketch.
And yeah, there's a lot here. It's kind of hard to say no to Lava Dome when it's there.
Yeah, but the enemies, enemy
Yeah,
formations here is
that's
mildly
where it's just like,
terrifying.
the enemy, so it's like, okay. And with so many thin passages, but I mean, so far they've been nice to stay out of your way. Well, and then that
Yeah.
one says you're not going this way without a fight.
Yeah, I am gonna go ahead and maybe take like one gauge fight here to kind of see how chunky everything rolled. Yeah, this is a little too spicy of a meatball.
Yeah, especially sorcerers when they have cure. It's just like,
Yep, it's just annoying. Yeah, and wyvern breath. Okay, I'm glad I checked.
yeah, Discord started to do different. Yeah, looks like. Let me see. Discord is not like stream. Twitch is fine. It's just Discord's. I mean,
Yeah, you've gone full Mr. Roboto on me, unfortunately.
oh.
But as I go through here, you're going to hear me on like a slight future moment here, chat. I am going to go ahead and proceed just because there's so many checks. I made that that bump into that enemy mostly, like I said, to gauge if I need to abandon course at any point. So if I see a path now blocked by Chimera formation, instead of bumping into it and hoping for the best, I can now go, let's just abandon course and come back later. So sometimes gathering knowledge can be more expedient than just avoiding things outright. It just kind of depends on your execution, on whether or not you can save and make that check beforehand.
And you do in this case, like doing that little bit of I'm gonna look just because I can. It might not be a bad, idea, but we'll see. I mean, exit is typically just an invaluable, the most valuable spell you can get in the game. When you're looking at internal shuffle, it's even higher priority. Like,
Oh yeah,
it makes everything just so much better.
yeah. It's literally gonna turn all my like dead end checks, cut them in half. Hey, now we're getting the good stuff. Let's go. No offense yet, still. You'll see it in a second.
Yeah. We've got all the good white spells now.
Yep. Gear's nice to have.
Yeah, I mean, Cure is multi-target healing because sometimes you would rather have that than the big single-target heal. But I mean, when you get life, you're always going to be happy.
Vampires. We'll try it.
Because it might not have been might not have saved you on the snow crab fight, but it certainly would have been potentially more of a doable fight with life on Ben. Because then, Ruben got crit for 800. Cool, I'll just pick him up. Instead of, well, I'm trying to solo this now.
Right. Oh, this is the worst formation.
Oh, yeah. And unfortunately, it's blocking a red box, too.
Thankfully, bomb weakness rolled an axe weakness, so Ruben could smack beholders in the face.
Just attached a bomb where the morning star part or the star part is. It's like, no, I have a morning bomb now.
Yep. That's the kind of idiot engineering we expect from our boy. Hey, I'm glad I made this dive now.
I will find out what you got in a little bit. Yep. Tree Wither. Yeah, we needed that for several reasons. So now we need to find Foresta.
Correct. Which might be in Fireburger region. I can do a quick scroll when we get to the overworld.
Yep.
There would be.
Of course there's a red box when you don't check it. That's how it always goes. Thankfully, the mummy fight didn't seem that bad, so it's just more experience too. So
Correct. It's nice finding out I can one-shot Windia region enemies with base weapons, especially since I'm lacking offense. Now, whether or not I connect with base weapons is another thing entirely, but...
yeah.
This run would be moderately annoying without X-Scout, just because I still have Jumbos. Jumbos, like, explosives are such a good tool to have, especially when you can whittle down the field to single target. Like, explosives cannot miss, and they're reliable damage. There's no variance on them at all. But having, like you said, X-Scout is just nice to have.
Yeah.
Right now.
I mean, they're just, most powerful weapon you can swing, plus the speed boost is always nice too. And we finally get our first offensive spell. Like, you'd rather it be a wizard spell, but you're not going to complain about arrow.
Correct. I realized I accidentally faded one location nexus, so I'm going to go back real quick since I have exit. Just because I do not... I feel like I've almost cleared this location completely. I just don't want to leave until... And this is the way I play these flags. This is the location I didn't check all the way through. This room. Specifically, there's like 2 chests here. That one. That one. Okay, I can dip now. I'm fine. So let's scroll real quick. There is a town in Fire... There's 2 towns in Fireburg, so that is my next destination. One of them has... Now, the other question is...
guaranteed forest, though.
Yeah, where did level forest roll is the question.
That's the other question. I didn't see it behind Wakewater, at least, I think. So
Yeah, I can do a quick scroll. Double check. All right, there is 3 battlefields and could be in the frozen section.
Oh, was there a blue one?
Yeah, right above where...
Yeah,
hey,
okay.
we found her.
Now you have two. Well, no, I guess you don't.
Oh yeah, I want this.
Oh yeah, that's Foresta West Battlefield. That's unfortunate. Yes, we need to find all the blue, and that one might be. Actually, no. We know that exclamation isn't it.
Correct. But hey, I mean, 14 battlefields is on the docket anyways, so it's not the end of the world.
True.
Hey. Heck yeah. I'll buy that for $1.
Better claw. What did we get? Oh yeah, Cupid Locket. So yeah, we're looking pretty good as far as our armor situation. Like, I mean, Aegis Shield. That's the big thing for the paralysis and petrification. But
so yeah, at this point, it's just some leveling, getting some good offense, and then leveling up our partners, and we're off to the races.
Which, I mean, realistically, like, the offense we know, we've got Meteor. So, outside of...
My body.
Oh, we got a Windia battlefield. Uh-oh.
Yep, this is
Ow.
why I saved.
Okay, I saw that. 1100. Oof.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is why I saved before battlefields.
Yep. Safety save before battlefields. It's always a great idea when you have a world shuffle. I'm in Fireburg. Nothing bad could. Oh god, that's a Windia battlefield.
Right?
And then bad things happen.
Like getting bodied by hags. They're like my least favorite enemy in the entire game.
And since we're on Dungeon Internal, we're going to mine. Mine is kind of one of the interesting places to see with Dungeon Internal. There's only a few rooms. This can be kind of one of those good gambles. If you see the back, what's typically behind Jin here is then you can be like, do I really want to check Jin for the one box? So, I mean, it's a gamble. There could be something there, but especially in something like this, it might not matter. I mean, we have go mode already. We just need offense, weapons, armor.
I don't have. So I did just pick up Gemini, which means I could potentially have access to Aquaria. It could be back in Windia. It could be in Vendor's house in Aquaria. Actually, hold on. I need to check and see if there's any warp points into Aquaria.
That's a good point. I don't seen all the towns. I don't think there is.
That's my thought too. So if that's the case, then I'm probably going to go Pyramid after I clear out some battlefields. Hey, roasty toasty. Yeah, and these battleground clears are just for Kaylee objectives. Let's getting it knocked out. Just because as nice as 23 white is, 23 is not a great level range to take on a potentially 125 Dark King. And that's where some of my lack of confidence, so to speak, is going to be coming from. Not great rolls on the amount on the battlefields here, but at least they're not taking long, and every fight is guaranteed XP. So, inching myself ever closer to that goal of what my target level would ideally be anyways. Let's do Pyramid. Yep, in Ultima, we are doing brown box shuffle, which means red chest could be anywhere. Not a brown here in Pyramid.
Yeah, brown boxes have been nice and red boxes have been kind of nice and spread out.
Mm-hmm.
There hasn't been a huge cluster. I saw one red box there.
Yeah. Now it's finding. It's nice seeing them. Now it's getting to where they are.
Yes, that's the fun part.
So we got one here. Hey, let's go.
We get some offense.
Yeah. Finally.
Yeah, we got some offense. Okay, and fire's fire, so you know exactly what's going to be weak to it and what's not going to be weak to it. So that's even better.
Mm-hmm. I am going to go ahead and do a full dive here, though, just because I want to be able to rule out the possibility of Sandcoin being here.
Was that? And I think looking at what you've seen, unless there's an, I'm trying to think of the other blues. Because you've seen Rope Bridge, you've seen Alive Forest.
I need Wake Water.
Volcano. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you need Wake Water to get into Forest.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like, Kaylee's my girl at this point, chat. I haven't even seen Tristan yet. Where would he be?
Tristan would have.
He'd be vanilla.
Tristan would have to be vanilla.
Yeah.
Which I think one of the temples is also behind Wake Water, so you might need Wake.
Yeah, this could be a Wake Water flag.
Or you go in without offense on your partner. This would be one of the where this one of these flags are. It's like you don't have the partner that you're really hoping to get, or you can't do the quest for the partner you want. It might be one of those, hey, you know what? I can get Phoebe or Ruben to a respectable level, and they're just going to be on triage duty, where Ben's doing all your damage.
Correct.
And the unfortunate part, I think, is looking at the quest for somebody for that. It would almost be Ruben, because the Ice Pyramid battlefield is also behind Wake Water.
Yep. Okay. This is actually rolling up to be a pretty nice route through Pyramid. All the other superfluous routes have turned into dead ends pretty quickly. So it's just going to be one long pathway to Golem. And then we can exit out. So not bad at all. Also, Mirror's helping a ton here.
Yep. Getting that early mirror is just like, you know, the unfortunate thing is sometimes you like going in here with no mirror just because, like, hey, I need to see dupe. It's the best place to see dupe. But you are wasting time because you have to take those encounters.
Yep, and since I have to take battlefields anyways, picking up some money battlefields for cash means I could just stop by Fireberg and dump all my savings.
Just making our way, not a whole. I mean, outside of Flare, that's been the only real thing we've seen here still. Which we've seen most of the boxes too. Outside of like the drop down boxes and what's potentially behind Golem. Okay, there's a box. Okay.
He better hope he doesn't have a red chest behind him. Oh, he got lucky.
I'd almost kill him I'd almost kill him just because at that point. Be like, you know what? There's nothing in here. You baited me in here. You are about to die.
For the wasted time, you must suffer.
I'm about to melt the snowman, and I'm not even going to feel sorry about it.
No, not a tear shed.
So yeah, Sandcoin, Wake Water are kind of things on the table. An axe also is a big one. Remember we saw the hint. Where was Dragonclaw again?
Dragonclaw is behind Minotaur.
Oh yeah. Or no, wasn't Meteor behind?
No, it was a battlefield. It was a battlefield.
Oh yeah, battlefield. That's right. That's right. That's right. Which at this point is going to be, unless we skipped a blue battlefield somewhere.
Yeah, so
not very happy.
Yeah, Declaw's a battlefield, which Declaw doesn't gate my go mode, but it gates my progression on Kaylee for 2 checks. So for a check. Chocobo and Windia.
Yep, Chocobo and Windia.
Let's see. Count battlefields real quick. 1, 2, 3. I didn't do that one. 4. 5, 6. Okay, I gotta go and I gotta clear out these battlefields. I can go back and fight fish now, at least.
You go back and fight fish. We could murder a snow crab if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
That would get Tristram up to 23.
I could also fry some calamari really quick and see if there's a chest under him.
Calamari Medusa is also still on the table too. We skipped Medusa. So
yeah,
there are
and so
definitely
this is
one-off checks everywhere.
yeah, and this is one of those things that feels a little bad. It's like, yes, it feels like you're going slow, but at the same time, I need to guarantee I can beat the game. Because there's nothing slower than getting to the end and being walled.
Yeah, because I mean, you look at what you can do as far as quests. Technically, you could get Ruben to max level right now. He's the only one you could. You'd have to defeat too many bosses, which is easy. One of them could be Medusa, which doubles in with that. Visit mine with Ruben. We already know where mine is. We've already seen the back, so that's not a problem. And then saving the Crystal of Fire, we have to go back into Lava Dome and kill Hydra there. But we could have him at max, but I mean, like I said, he's going to be on triage duty, and the unfortunate part with Ruben being on triage duty is Ruben is slow. You kind of have to hopefully know what's coming, and Ruben kind of has to just counter it, because if something bad happens and you don't do a right selection, then bad things may happen.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and clear out 2 mini bosses real quick. And then head over to Windia and clear out some battlefields.
And this is the thing, like, you know, we're going to be double dipping both of these dungeons. The nice thing about it, though, is we are coming in here with exit now, so it's not as bad of a double dip compared to, oh, oops, you know, I'm doing this again. Now I have to walk in, I have to walk out. It's not huge, and we're also coming in here with Flare. So, like, these fights are, you know, this fight is going to be a very quick fight on top of that. Both of them should be very quick fights.
Correct. Make a liar out of me.
He survived a soul flare. Wow. I think he rolled up on his health then, didn't he?
Yep. I'm out of... I forgot to top up. Like an idiot. Thankfully, the way back is not long. Wait, did Firebird rolled in Windia? Duh.
Also, I guess,
Wait.
yeah. We do have that in chat. That is something to point out, too. NPCs are prioritized. We might actually have to go grab Ruben or Phoebe and do their checks.
Yeah. You know what? Might as well. So I'll go to Fireberg first. I'll grab Phoebe because walking into Wintry Cave would not take long at all. And it's not like Kaylee's doing a lot of heavy lifting right now anyways.
Yep.
And then Ruben's hanging out in...
Liber Temple, which is back at the very beginning.
Yep. Oh, let me check down here real quick. Nothing. Make my money dump. It's better.
Also, since we have been talking about like safety saves and stuff like that when it comes to doing the battlefield checks, it is one of those things, like, if you've seen both of the Windia battlefields, you might still want to do safety saves, but as the higher level you get, the less you potentially need to, because you're not going to get ambushed by the battlefield. If you've got big offense, that's the idea, that you may just not need to do that anymore. Especially when you take both Windia battlefields off the table, it's just like, especially at 16, you're just like, unless something ambushes me and has a really bad script, which you probably can just RNG through, you might have just got a bad RNG one round, you're typically going to be fine.
Correct.
Okay, we're back for the snow crab. This time with offense and levels
And defense.
and defense, and you know he still doesn't care. He's still gonna one shot, but it's like you can't kill me in one round either. I'm not gonna kill you in one round, but I'm gonna kill you in 2 rounds.
Okay.
This, yep, just a brown box. We do get some, you know, replacement seeds. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. So let's do this real quick.
Three. But yeah, I guess those are like the big outstanding ones, which it wouldn't surprise me if one of them. Yeah, it's like it wouldn't surprise me if one of these actually had the progression that we need.
Mm-hmm.
Which yeah, there's Wake Water, which we 100% needed that. That's actually kind of the nice thing to find before Sandcoin now, because now it's just Aquaria, which actually opens up a check in Aquaria too, because you can talk to Spencer.
I know what the check is. Sandcoin's in Aquaria. You know what we need to do?
Melt it or thought.
We need to melt. We need to melt the ice and go kill Hydra.
Well, Spencer could have something.
He could. I still think that that's what's. The game has been mean to me enough. I think I could see what's happening here.
Yeah, I mean, it is possible. It's possible. We'll see. Because there is a chance, because we have Ruben's check, we have Spencer, but yeah, if it's not there, it would have to be under Medusa then, which we're about to do.
It would either have to be in Spencer's Cave or Medusa, and if Sandcoin's not here, it's in Aquaria, and I have to kill Hydra, then melt the ice to go
Welcome
from
to expert
Fireberg.
logic, everybody.
Yep.
I don't think we really got to see it last week. It's like we potentially may get to see exactly what expert logic can do to you.
Yep. Welcome to being Hydra-gated. Medusa, just get out of here. Go. God, she's thick.
Medusa doesn't want to. Yeah, she is not having it.
No.
And I know we weren't Hydra-gated. I don't think we saw any like required crests to go to an area that like is a hard expert logic. But yeah, just so nothing there. So yeah, we've got a couple checks. If we wanted to check mines.
Yeah, let's check Spencer's Cave, and then we can warp over to where Lava Dome is.
Yep. Yeah, well, yeah, because Aquaria and mine are in the same area, so you can check both of those, and we'll know if we are at that point. We'll know if we're Hydra-gated or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we can also stop by mines, like Amalatus said. And since I don't even have to defeat Jin to make that check, it's even easier.
Yep. Nice and easy to just run up, be like, "What do you got?" It's like, okay. And I would
That's
guess.
why I picked up Ruben.
Yeah, I was like, you're just gonna take, since I know, you can grab Kaylee, but she doesn't have offense yet. Or I would assume you're just gonna bring Ruben in to, especially he'll be 34 if you go back to Fireberg with him.
Oh, Aaron's also a check.
We can't do Aaron though. Oh well, never mind. I was like, you don't have mega grenades though. It's like mega grenades. Never mind.
For my next trick.
I heard you were talking crap and I didn't have mega grenades. Like, well, I was because you didn't hit, but okay.
Right? I need you to help me go save my dad. Don't you have everything you need to go save your dad? But yeah, I need your help, Ruben.
It's like, but he's not even behind Jin this time. I'm scared. I don't want to go alone. It's like, okay, Ruben, let me hold your hand. Let's go.
My bonitis. Oh boy. So many layers of complexity here. There's so many temples. There could be a back entrance warp. I don't have an axe though. No. So I can't do any of the checks in Alive Forest to see if I can warp over there.
Yep, no
So,
axe. So yeah, the big one would be. I mean, we still have Aaron then.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to grab? No, Kaylee can just hang out at home. That's fine. Let me check the kid's house real quick. See where this warps to. Because remember this being Mobius.
Oh yeah, it was Mobius. That's right.
Docks. We found Mac's ship.
Well, we probably are not going to need that.
No. Oh, this is the wrong warp. Whoopsie. It's okay.
So we've got one check. It could be Aaron still.
Could be.
Which
I should also take this
Firebird is
battlefield.
Windia, so yeah.
I should take all the battlefields I come across now.
Yep.
Mega should be enough to clear this out. Yeah, even at 100% Megas would be enough to clear out this battlefield.
Yeah, we essentially that's what we just need access to that region now, and we're essentially ready to go and do some battlefields. That is pretty much it now. Here it is, Fireberg. So are we hydragated after Ruben levels up? Thanks. Thanks, Aaron. I only need Mega Grenades to free you. So yeah, this is looking like a... Oh, wait, NPC check. Never mind, I lied. Nope, well, nope.
You didn't.
Almost. Game still said no.
Mm-hmm. All right, was he north or south? I can't remember. This is another thing on revisits. I can't remember.
Yeah, Lava Dome's kind of hard to keep track of when it comes to that. But yeah, we are hydragated. So
At least I have an HP meat shield.
yeah, like Hydra's probably not killing a level 34 Ruben. But yeah, this 100% has to get us to. This is our way into Aquaria.
I went the right way.
Let's go.
Let's top up Ruben.
Meat shield, but got to make sure he's got his meat.
Yep. Don't want to go in claiming I have a meat shield and he's a boneless chicken. This is still the highest damage I can do.
Yep.
Unless I get a crit on Excal.
I'd rather just cast Flare.
Yep. He's
we still don't have we still don't have well, we know where Dragonclaw is. We don't have, and we need T-Rock, which at this point we've checked everything. Like I'm almost positive, unless we've just missed a box somewhere, we've quite literally checked everything. And this has to be our way into Aquaria, because Dragonclaw is in Aquaria at region. We know that for a fact because it's on a battlefield, and we've done every battlefield except the ones in Aquaria. So, and again, Thunder Rock.
589. Is that more?
Dragonclaw. We have a hint for Dragonclaw. Dragonclaw is on a battlefield.
Yep. Good. Get up.
So about that meat shield.
Yeah, well, I didn't expect the back half of Hydra to be so spicy, but
About that,
it's nothing we haven't.
Another
nothing
crit.
Nothing we haven't dealt with before.
Yeah. Welcome to Randomizer. Hydra is, was just like you have to go through me. All roads lead through me, and I'm not making this easy on you either.
Nope, I don't have any shields either.
I mean, we've got a steel shield.
So no shields.
I mean, it's still a shield. It's just not a good shield.
So I got this cardboard box.
Yeah, we got a cardboard box. We drew a shield on it, and everything's fine now. It's fine.
I'm gonna go fight a dragon with a cardboard box.
Look, as long as the dragon can't breathe fire, it's fine. Then you still get to keep your shield.
No, I would rather he set me on fire because I could resist that at least. I can't resist paralysis yet. Hey, there's a crit. Yeah, you guys are watching me work for it today. This is
Hey, I mean, you did this to yourself. That's all I'm saying. Like, you made these.
Hey,
plays.
look, they have to learn somehow, and this is the dichotomy of these seeds. We're gonna have some like low 40s, and we're gonna have some like low hours, like hour 10, hour 20s with this flag set. That's just kind of how it's gonna go.
Yep.
This is expert logic, and I don't want anybody to get discouraged or beat themselves up because the game decided to be mean to them. That's just something you have to learn and overcome as you play the game. It's like it's gonna be mean. Just kind of lean into it.
I mean, that's realistically any. You play a randomizer long enough, that's any randomizer that you're gonna run into. There are evil things that can and will happen, and you just kind of have to get used to it. Now Ruben is level 41.
I could go in with Triage Ruben. I really don't want to though.
Realistically, I don't think any going with Ruben unless they absolutely have to, and this is a case of you don't absolutely have to.
Yeah. And we still have not seen Tristram at all.
I think we're about to find Tristram, but it's kind of one of those like too little, too late type things, probably.
Correct. Oh, I should probably clear out this battlefield over here on the left. Should fry some fish. What did bombs roll into? Axe. Okay.
Yeah.
I actually have optimal comp here for this battlefield in case I roll. Oh wait, oozes can't roll on this formation.
No, this is vampires can roll here.
Yep, fish and vampires. That just made me happy. That number you're about to see sparks joy.
Yeah, 4,000. Yeah, that's when you get happy.
On the fish, heck yeah.
I mean, on any
fish.
on anything you get to be happy. Like that's melting a snowman. Like we said before, this is like if fire rolls into, or if air vulnerability rolls into fire, like flare absolutely decimates Hydra and Zod at that point when you're hitting them for 4,000 plus. Like they are not long for this world, even if they roll up. They will die. Oh, hey, look. Here's the one that can have oozes.
Yeah, this is the spooky one. All right, we're clear. Ooh, nice. Dose.
I got the double level. Yeah, those always feel good.
I'm gonna be a little frugal here and use arrow because I can.
Why not?
Yep. Not that I really need to save the seeds, but I'd just rather save the menuing time.
Yep, it's still time.
Yep.
It is still time.
So this should be our Dragon Claw reward potentially.
No, this one will not be Dragon Claw.
Oh, you're right.
This one has to be Ice Pyramid Battlefield because it's got the exclamation mark on it.
Yep. Venus
There
Key,
should be
that's convenient.
Yeah, because that's two check. I mean, I don't think you'll go back to Spencer's Cave, but I know there's 2 red boxes here in Focus Tower that you can check. Which I already know what you're hoping to see. Not a multi-key. That's one of the things you were probably potentially hoping to see. You were probably hoping to see a little bit of a better shield, but
A little bit, but paralysis immunity is still better than nothing,
yes, we have upgraded the cardboard box to something useful now. So
right? God, I paralysis has got to be like my second least favorite status ailment in the game, man. Like it's so crippling and it feels awful to lose a 50-50 like 6 times in a row. on whether or not you break out.
I would say
Yep.
for me, it's my third least favorite because confusion would be top, which I'm pretty sure everybody's is top. Petrification's next after that, just because you can't do anything about it.
The audacity of this old man you're about to see.
Wow. I mean, we're 59 minutes in. We finally got our first axe. We can
The sheer
go to
audacity.
giant. We can go to giant tree. Never mind.
I'm trapped behind a boulder with no way to escape. Not even using the axe to cut down the tree next to you.
What's
with
that?
No way.
What's that behind your back? Don't worry about what's behind the back. Move the boulder for me, and I'll show you. Okay. Axe. Really, old man?
Yeah.
Real, like, yeah. Like you could have just chopped your way out of here. Be like, nah. But yeah, there's Meteor. So we definitely have our offense now. And nobody likes Thunder. And nobody likes Blizzard either. Hey, look, a live forest. Hey, we can actually get through there now.
Mm-hmm. If we need to go there.
Fairly certain we don't.
Yep.
Hey, Thunder Rock.
I gotta remind myself that I need to add like 4 to 5 minutes on top of the time I have on my timer here, just because we spent that time going over how the game info screen works.
Yeah, we did do that. So
We should be close to leveling up Kaylee.
yeah. Should be the next couple, like this one or next one. I feel like it's gonna
Yep. And then we just swing by. We get Dragon Claw, swing by Windia, and then we go pick her up, and we're on our way.
And go talk to the Chocobo. Don't breathe the Chocobo.
That's fine. It's fine, Sunflash. Like I said, I'm not. This is for demonstration purposes.
Yeah.
This is not for me trying to go fast.
Nope. We not trying to
Hey.
go fast.
Yep, that is D-Claw.
The races are for the go fast. We are just trying to show things off and teach. But yeah, there's Dragon Claw.
Yeah, I was fishing for ones here. I found some ones.
I'm surprised you haven't got.
Fun fact, Petrification kills the fastest kill you get on any enemy because it doesn't bounce the damage numbers. It just destroys them.
Hey, you died. Okay.
Check wind hole. Why not? I still don't have white. Do I really need it though?
I don't. With Meteor, let's see. Axe
Aegis
turn
is
into
still-
Earth and Fire is Fire. Like Aegis. I mean, I feel like I don't think you need white. Because if they're resistant to fire, they're not going to be resistant to Meteor at this point.
Yeah.
It's an axe. So.
Yeah, so really Aegis fishing at this point.
Yep. Which is probably let's be real, it's probably in tree. Getting access late is probably in tree.
Probably.
We still don't have a Libra crest. Oh hey, we found where Tristram was.
Yep. I'm gonna pick him up just for the memes.
I mean, he does have offense.
He does. I could technically just go right now. I could just book it. How many more battlefields do I have left, man?
I feel like you've had to have gotten it. We maybe just missed the thing because you don't.
No, I did.
I think you.
You're right. I did. I got it and I missed it.
So I'm
Because
just like,
I'm an idiot.
So I'm just like, you've had like, there's two battlefields. I think there's two because I think there's still one in Windy over by where like Mount Gale is, and then the one you just ran by. And I'm just like, I feel like we had to have done it because, like, I know there's not that many battlefields, but
Yeah. Windia rolled the beginning of the game, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So we could just do this. And sorry, chat. There ain't no way I'm gonna go to fight Pazuzu.
nope.
All
You
right,
might not
cool.
necessarily be trying to go, you know, super fast, but we ain't got time for that.
No. So this one was a bit of a puzzle, but
Yeah.
this is comfort right here. This is with Randomizer Shuffle. This is about where I feel good going in at. I could probably gone in at a lower level on Ben, like 18. Now, if you get Phoebe gets Flare at level 23, and fire rolls in like air projectile, especially projectile, take that to the bank. You can go as early as you want as soon as you get Flare unlocked.
Yeah. This was just like it, you know, it forced us to check a lot because like outside of like, you know, leveling for Phoebe, like Tristan was locked behind everything. We would have been looking at, you know, like we kind of said, Ruben's abilities were there. Like you could do the 3 and maybe ignore the save Crystal of Fire, and you could have rolled in here with the 34 Ruben and just, you know, had him on triage duty where Ben was doing all your damage. You know, not ideal. Could it have been faster than this? Maybe. Depends. You know, it kind of is that whole idea. What do we see? Because if we don't see anything scary, absolutely, and that's kind of where the difference between, you know, running this just to run it and have fun with it compared to racing it. You know, who are you up against? It's like you get kind of that idea that if you know you're going up potentially against a better runner, you know you might have to take gambles like that. Be like, you know what? I know that all of this Kaylee stuff, all of this other stuff is locked behind everything. I'm going to run in here with Ruben and we're going to try to make it work. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't.
What if water roll water? Of course it would.
Yep. Yeah, we had a couple vanillas, just they stayed vanilla. Both water and fire did that.
I love when water rolls into fire because then this guy is just evaporated. Or projectile. Or sorry, wind.
He is weak to wind.
Baby slaps in here.
Yeah, we haven't really seen anything terrible yet. Like, it's, I mean, granted, you know, we exited the first 2 bosses. So typically the first couple bosses, if you have exit on somebody, they're trivial. Like, you're more worried about what their buddies have than what the boss itself has. This is where like Randomizer, when you start shuffling these bosses, it's a coin flip. Like sometimes it's one of those like you come in here at 21, find out I could have come here at level 13, and I'd have been fine. Other times I went in there at level 13, and man, I wish I would have been like level 24 because these things are hitting like Mack trucks all of a sudden and have everything scary under the moon.
Yeah. That being said, don't be afraid to make that vibe check if you feel like you're ready, especially if you have exit. Like if you come in here and you get bodied after 1 turn and you have exit, you can leave and come back. Perfectly like viable option. Without exit, it's gonna feel bad. But
well, yeah, it might be one of the things too. Like if you have a companion, like say you have a companion that has exit, you don't personally have it yourself, and one of the companion you do want to grab is near to this. You could come in here, grab with the person that has exit, kill the first 2 bosses, exit out, go grab the companion you actually want to fight with, and then come back in. It's like you get through those fights a little bit faster. You don't have to worry about them potentially having a scary script, and you know, makes it nice and easy sometimes.
I think we got a thick chicken tonight, just in time for turkey season in America.
It is seeming that way because yeah, he's standing up to this like nobody's business. He's like, it's like I know what week it is. Like we ain't no easy turkey here. It's like you will work for this bird. Like we will cook you. It will take time, but
I'm about to do something stupid for science, just out of morbid curiosity. So he's technically weak to cure. He dropped it. I was going to cure him with Psy Shield up to see if it reflected damage at the party.
Would be fun.
I don't think I've ever tested that before.
I know
it would have been funny.
It's like I'm trying to heal you though. It's like no, I'm weak to that. Go away.
Right.
He used his Psych Shield Sunflash. This is he's the only one that has it when he's under the effect of Psych Shield. He will reflect offensive spells at you. We don't know if Cure, if it's we're not going to find out, unfortunately. So
yeah. Which would have been funny if he reflected it and it cured us anyways.
Like, I will reflect this cure spell back at you, full cure. Be like, thanks, Pazoo. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Jokes?
I mean,
It's
this
a
game
win-win.
This game does have jokes, so you're right. All right, here we are at the Dark King. We're about to find out if he's got anything scary for us.
I'm being pepper sprayed to death.
You've got your safety glasses on. It's not going to work.
Some of it's damaging me, and some of them aren't.
I mean, okay, well, and then there's body odor, so, you know. He's pepper spraying you, and he's stinky. All right, well,
Yep.
we're up on to phase 2.
A full
His first
nasal
phase was-
assault.
His first phase was kind of a thick boy. Let's see what phase 2 has. Well,
Oh, no.
that's a free turn. You'd love to see Muffle on Dark King. You'd rather see it in phase 3 and 4. That one you don't want to see though. Well, she
Yeah.
built that right away, so that's fine.
He's also got he's got whip tongue, which I don't know if you'll see it with how fast I go through it, but that scales based on HP.
Yeah, I saw that. That 736 is big boy damage.
At least he hasn't broken out the tree branch yet. That's that move hurts so bad.
Yeah, that was a little scary.
I don't want to speak it into existence, so I'm not.
Right there was, yeah.
We'll talk about it after I'm done with the fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is a little spicy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, we got Kaylee confused. Oh, okay. Well, that's not what you want to see going into a new phase. Okay, 604, that's acceptable. Little, you know, we're gonna have to probably do some triage here. Maybe a little bit. 604 damage is, you know, that's fine though. That's survivable. Looks like we've got some more pepper spray again.
Mm-hmm.
He kept it in his back pocket for phase 3 and 4, which, you know, again, you're not gonna complain about. It's lower damage than what you'd see on a vanilla DK. You're not, you know, you don't care about blind on this fight because you're not swinging weapons. That one, okay, that could have got scary there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I saw like I'm like, oh, Ben survived with 4 health, so that could have been scary. But yeah, I mean, we've seen like 4 attacks so far, so nothing really.
You can talk about it now.
No, I'll talk about it then and be like, oh, what? It's like hey, he just shifts the script. Like, hey, I have this now. It's like, well,
I was saving it.
I was waiting for you all to talk about it. We'll talk about it when we see Dark King Flash.
Right.
But yeah, see, we hadn't seen Hurricane yet, or I hadn't seen it. So see, he still has something. Now I
Yep.
think it's probably safe to talk about. Still not going to. But yeah, phase 3 and phase 4, nothing really. You know, we're not seeing anything bad. You know, we're seeing a little bit of multi-target damage. We're already on phase 4. Probably doesn't have too much left at this point. Oh, well, and then he decides I'm gonna murder Benjamin because you said I don't have anything.
I got these hands.
I got hands
There it
still. Oh yeah, there's Sky Attack. Get some cure for Kaylee. We're gonna get a flare and there is a flashing puddle. So yeah, the scary move that I never want to see Dark King have ever when you have Randomizer is 6 Pseudopod.
Yeah.
Because
The
die.
the scaling is outrageous on 6 pseudopod slap.
you die. That's the scaling is death.
Yeah, it'll do like 900 plus damage easy.
Yes.
And it scales off HP. So if King
And
rolls 125 and he has 6 pseudopod,
And it can crit.
so yeah, this one is a little more like we talked about, a little more on the slow side. But I'm glad we got to showcase it on stream. I mean, it's still like a 108 ish, if we don't count the time demoing the game info screen. So it's not awful. This is still fast and doable. I don't regret any of my decisions because honestly, I was fishing for key items really hard,
Yeah,
and I
I mean,
don't think I got brick wall too hard.
no, I mean, realistically, the only brick wall ended up being the Hydra, which that's kind of one of those things. When you're looking at the map and stuff like that, you start to see it, and you kind of keep it in mind that like what's gating behind Hydra. You don't have Sun Coin, you have Wake Water. That when you have Expert Logic on, that might be your way into the Aquaria region. So sometimes that idea of I'm gonna skip Hydra, it might sometimes come back to bite you. And then Dungeon Internal maybe not because Hydra was pretty early in the dungeon, so it wasn't a huge deal. But like if internal shuffle's not on, that's something to keep in mind. Where it's just like, you know what, I don't really want to fight Hydra, but there's a decent chance right now that might be my progression. You might just want to bite the bullet and fight Hydra if you have the necessary tools to fight him and make it a quick fight still.
Yeah. So yeah, if you get stuck or if you feel like you need some help with your decision making, especially during this week, because this is probably the hardest flags that we've thrown at everybody during the program, as it should be. Please do not hesitate to ping the companion role at any time of the day. I think we have decent coverage across all of our companions for most of the time zones. So if you're running something and you get stuck, you feel like you need some help, please, please, please ping the companion role. Again, just like all the other weeks, 7 p.m. East Coast time on Saturday is when we're going to have our community race. I look forward to seeing you all there. And yeah, I hope you all have fun with this. It looks like a lot. It feels like a lot. But honestly, sometimes the more difficult things get, the more rewarding it feels to complete. And that's kind of what I wanted to bring to the table is this is an information check. This is how comfortable you feel. And this is how quickly you could find what makes you comfortable to go to the end. So your time might have some wild variance compared to everybody else. And I encourage that because that sparks discussion on what made you feel comfortable going here and going to the end, or what was your check before you went here, and hopefully that helps everybody kind of flush out their routing in their decision making.
Yep. I guess the one thing I wanted to add when we're talking about helping as well is I would highly recommend when you roll your seed this week, keep the URL for your seed. That way, if you do run into problems, you can give that because it's going to be a lot. The spoiler log is one thing, but I don't believe the spoiler log tells you how to get through dungeons and stuff like that. So if there's something really spooky or that's confusing you, a companion may need to actually just kind of run the seed to find out what kind of got you. So we might need that.
For the link I'm going to post in the community Discord, spoiler log will be enabled by default. Remember, for the race at the end of the week, that will be turned off. So try to use it sparingly, but obviously don't shy away from it either if you feel like you really want to know where something was. But yeah, if you're not part of the Shrug to Speed program, you like what you saw here, feel free to check us out at ffnqrando.net. There you can find a link to our community Discord on the left-hand side menu. Feel free to join. It's a very active Discord with a lot going on and even more things to come. And Link, did you have anything to say before we signed off?
Nope, it's just been, this is the last, we're not going to say the last one ever, but this is going to be the last broadcast as far as us kind of going over the flags. So appreciate it. If you've been here 1 week, you've been here all 4 weeks, appreciate coming out and watching. Let us help you kind of learn the randomizer more, and we'll be looking forward to doing this more in the future.
Yep, and just a shout out to FFR for hosting us during the entire program. They've been a huge help with restreaming and like getting us broadcast and recording the VODs. They do have an upcoming marathon for their winter marathon in 2 weeks now. God, I can't believe that. But yeah, they're raising money for the South Carolina Burn Children Victims Fund. It's going to be a 4-day event. So feel free to check that out. Stay tuned on FFR, and we'll see you all next time. Take care.